Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D back with you here about 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening with a couple for tomorrow. A bit unlucky today with Percival Legalwa, best horse in the race, finished second, beating a nose over 3 miles. That's the first time that has happened. We've been beating a nose 3 or 4 times, all right, on the flat during the summer, but met the last one wrong, lost a length. Traded way on short and running. I see Paula Baldwin tipped up the winner. I can't get into the comments. I was just looking there 20 minutes ago. I couldn't get in to the comments that was underneath it. I don't know if anyone else is having that problem. But a great winner last night. John Burke tipped up 10-1 shot in the last at Newcastle, and a good few were on. That's good to see. I see John O'Brien had a winner today, and there was somebody else. We have Calam running tonight. We need that to be placed to click for the each way treble. If it wins, I have it back to win as well at 9-2 and 4-1. 7-2 and 4-1. But we need to hope it gets placed anyway. Matt Buchanan was on the bus this morning as we went down the N69 heading for Listowel. Mark Smith, a Tipperary man, he's living in the hills of Donegal. They were all out singing the Galtee Mountain Boy. Pat Tracy, Mick Kinsella was singing in Listowel after Earl's winning. Sean Lowry and Jean Cordial, together with William Ryan, had a trio. They were doing a bit of singing as well, all Tipperary people. I have a couple for tomorrow. The 420 at Listowel, 1.5 miles. It's a 45,000 handicap, so you'd imagine handbrakes would be in the downward position. Flying Dolphin for Johnny Murta, Ben Cohen. It's rated 96. Sean Mulrine owns this horse. Roscommon man living in Ballymore Eustace in Kildare. It's a 3-year-old out of Zaffany. It didn't run as a 2-year-old, but its first run this year, it caught my eye. It was second to Boundless Ocean, and Boundless Ocean was rated 99 at the time. It's rated 110 now. It done us a favour there during the summer in Leopardstown. Won a maiden in Gordon Park, Flying Dolphin, at the end of May, and bet a useful field. But then it went over to Royal Ascot for the King George V handicap, and it finished 5th. But if you look at a video of the race, it was never settled, fought with his head through the first couple of furlongs, was back at the back of the pack, and made a great sweep and move well, coming on the turn for home. Finished 5th of 19. It wasn't beaten that far. That's his only try at the trip. That's tomorrow's race. It was disappointed in, but I think it was the good ground, even though it's out of Zaffany. It disappointed in Leopardstown, went off 11-4 favourite. But it was off then for a couple of months, and it ran on the Curragh in that good Premier handicap. But that was over 1 mile too, when the day that Johnny Murch was first, second and third. It's 9-2. 2 pints win on that tomorrow evening. It's 9-2 with the green bookie, and it opened up 3-1 with 365, and normally Dappy's in the reverse. So it's interesting, and there's rain promised down south, but it won't be a problem because it has ran on that was on heavy ground in the Curragh, and it has won on yielding ran several times. So the 5:30 then is another one that's stepping up in distance. Is the Truant that won over 1.5 miles in Sligo, beating Barometer, and then it was 4th in Galway, but it was 1.5 miles race, and the softer ground won't be a problem. That's a 4-1 shot tomorrow in the 5:30. Could do a 2 pints win on that and a pint double, or 0.5 each way double, maybe, just to be safe. And there's an outsider that I sort of like tomorrow as well, each way. It opened up at 20s and it's 16s now. It's in the 2 o'clock. It's a mile race. It's a 40-70 handicap. Higher Kingdom. Seamus Heffernan is riding for John McConnell. But 2 runs back, it was second in Galway on soft ground. I thought that was a better handicap race than this one. It's carrying top weight, but it's a nice big horse. It's rated 68 now, but it was with Archie Watson in England, and it was rated 87 after winning in his first couple of runs. And then it was switched to David O'Meara, and it was in the high 70s. So there's a good chance that this will be running well tomorrow. There's early money for it there, 20s into 16s. We'll go a pint each way on that. They're paying, I think they're paying 5 places on that race. There's a few others out tomorrow that other people have mentioned the last few days. I see City Vaults is out and Nostrum is out, and I'll leave that to you in the comments to put them up if they feel free that backed them before. I get this up because I have a couple of things to do for a neighbour of mine to get away for the weekend. Bash the bookies, over and out. I hope Calam can at least get placed, if not win, in the 8 o'clock later. Bash the bookies, over and out.